morning and welcome to the 2023 South Washington Alternative High School commencement ceremony. South Washington County Schools supports Indigenous land acknowledgement, and as an expression of gratitude and appreciation to those whose territory we reside on, and as a way of honoring Indigenous people who have been living and working on the land from time immemorial. As such, we would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the land of the Mdewakanton Dakota people. Mdewakanton means dwellers of the Spirit Lake. My name is Kate Jenkins, and I'm the school counselor at the Alternative High School. Couldn't be more proud of the students that are sitting in front of us today. They have worked extremely hard to get to where they are today and have overcome many of life's challenges. The last few years have not been easy ones. It is a true testament to each student's persistence, grit, and determination that they are here with us today. I invite you to please stand, remove your hats, and face the flag for our national anthem. Help in welcoming our principal, Miss Ashley Ruka.
Good morning. Good morning, graduates, families, friends, and loved ones. On behalf of our entire staff and SWAHS schools, I'm honored to welcome you to our 2023 commencement ceremony. With us today are a few honored guests. And at this time, I would like to thank each of them for their support of South Washington's Alternative High School. Ms. Louise Hines, School Board Clerk, Dr. Tyrone Brookins, Assistant Superintendent, and Ms. Christine Schaefer, Assistant Superintendent. I would like to also acknowledge our office staff, Ms. Patty Freeman and Ms. Stacy Mallinger, along with our paraprofessional, Linda Kotasik, for their additional, for all of their additional organization and coordination of today's ceremony. To our students, I want to acknowledge what a substantial accomplishment it is to be here, earning your diploma and preparing to step into your future. You have done it. You have navigated challenges. You've persevered when others may have just given up. You've set goals, worked hard, and met them. You visualized yourself in this place, and now, my friends, you are here. Yes, you are here. Please allow me to emphasize, our world needs each and every one of you. Each of you has skills, abilities, and talents that will make our communities stronger. Our world needs your contribution in order to continue moving forward, solving problems, and innovating. As you close this phase of your life and open the doors to the next, consider how you will carry forward, give back, and contribute. I challenge each of you to consider not just your own future, but the future of your families, your neighbors, your future children, and your community. You have the ability to make a positive impact if you so choose it, and that is a powerful position to be in. It is my honor to present the graduating class of 2023, and as they have earned the right to be recognized at this ceremony today. And accordingly, on behalf of the staff of South Washington Alternative High School, the state of Minnesota, Independent School District 833, our superintendent, Julie Nielsen, and members of our school board, and by the authority vested in me as the principal of South Washington Alternative High School, I hereby certify that the members of this class of 2023 that have gathered at our ceremony and have completed the necessary requirements and are eligible to receive their high school diploma. Yes. I ask you to please welcome Assistant Superintendent Christine Schaefer to the podium to accept our class of 2023.
Good morning. Thank you for being here, everyone. Graduates, staff members, families, and friends, it is my privilege and honor to be part of this wonderful occasion and celebrate the 34th graduating class of the South Washington Alternative High School. Graduation marks the culmination of years of growth, learning, mistakes, lessons, successes, and victories. Life is a journey that is not prescribed, does not have a roadmap, that is filled with unexpected potholes but yet beautiful mountaintops. Learning is that way also, and your learning here at SWAHS Schools is only just the beginning. I hope that you go into our community and onto your next phase, whether it's work, college, military, or tech school, with the willingness and mindset to continue your learning. Be aware of moments and opportunities that allow you to stretch and grow your mind, your skills, and your heart. These chances will present to you throughout the rest of your life, long after your formal schooling ends with us. Teachers and staff, you have been an integral part of this moment for these students. Thank you for providing our graduates with an environment that has scaffolded these scholars to success. I appreciate that you have gotten to know each one of these young adults individually, listened to their needs, fostered their learning, and helped them reach this goal. Parents, guardians, family, and friends, we thank you for walking behind and alongside your student all of these years through their education, cheering them on when they met potholes, and celebrating with them when they reached the summit. I congratulate you on this special day also for raising extraordinary people that will do extraordinary things. Graduates, I am so proud of each and every one of you and what you've done here, and on behalf of South Washington County Schools, I congratulate you, the 34th class of 2023. Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. As is our tradition here at SWAHS, each of our graduates has selected one of our staff members to present their diploma and speak on their behalf. So I would like to invite Ms. Jordan Job up to the podium to get us started.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Jordan, and my first student that I'm going to call up is Amani. Come on up. Okay, I've had the pleasure of being Amani's advisor during his time here at SWAHS. When Amani first came to us, he was very shy and quiet. He liked to sit back and observe what was going on around him. It took Amani a minute to find his path, but over the last year, it has been such a pleasure to watch Amani blossom into a wonderful young man and really come into his own. Every day, Amani stops by my room to say good morning and flash his amazing smile. He has an amazing sense of humor that can make anybody laugh, especially when they need it the most, even if he is wearing a Green Bay Packers sweatshirt. Amani is compassionate with his peers as well as his teachers, which is a skill that will serve him well in life. Amani has shared that he would like to pursue a career in the aviation industry with the goal of becoming a pilot. Amani, the world is yours and the sky is the limit. I cannot wait to watch you grow and achieve your dreams. Okay, next up is Jashai. First of all, I hear that today is your birthday, so happy birthday! I have also had the pleasure of being Jashai's advisor during her time here at SWAHS. Jashai was actually a student of mine at Park way back during the freshman and sophomore years. Seeing Jashai walk through the doors of SWAHS made me so excited to have her again. Her personality can light up a room, and her witty banter with every person that she encounters is a wonderful reminder to make life fun. Jashai has overcome some pretty significant struggles over the last few years, but that has not stopped her drive for success. Jashai absolutely crushed her high school credits, earning over 73 total credits. Jashai would like to pursue a career as a vet tech in order to pay the bills, and some type of literary genius in order to fuel your creativity. I cannot wait to see where Jashai goes in life, and I know that she will accomplish everything that she puts her mind to. Shai, go crush it and let your light shine. Okay, then my last student is Miss Aja. Okay, I have also had the pleasure of having Aja in advisory during her time here at SWAHS. I did not meet Aja until I came back from maternity leave in November, but I knew right away that Aja was going to be an amazing addition to our school. For the first couple months, Aja was fairly quiet, and I was not sure how to get her to open up. However, that all changed one day when we both discovered that we had a unique connection. Aja and her family come from the same teeny tiny country in Africa that my husband is from. From that moment of realization, Aja's personality exploded. I've been able to witness Aja form friendships and bonds that can literally light up the room. Her infectious laugh and upbeat personality can make everybody's day better. And Aja has absolutely crushed her academic goals this year. Aja would like to explore a career in graphic design, and I could not think of a better fit. Aja, I cannot wait for you to go out into the world and achieve your dreams. Next up, we have Nicole Mills, a math teacher.
All right, I'm going to have Ryan Hool come up. I'm glad you made it today. Ryan has been a student with us at SWAHS for the last year and a half. He's been a student that knows what he needs to get done, and he does it. Every time he showed up, he was the hardest working one here. We had a couple days to make up, though, in that one little bit. Math was not always Ryan's friend, and he tried to sneak a few not quite completed assignments in here and there, but he was always willing to put in the extra work when asked. He even took over for me for a few days this school year by going up to the board and teaching the class, which he will brag about from time to time. When I asked Ryan what he enjoyed about this school, he said that he enjoyed the smaller class sizes and the more laid-back atmosphere. I agree with those qualities about our school, and I think those things were the things that were most beneficial for getting him up here today. It allowed him to get the one-on-one help he wanted and needed when he happened to miss a day or two or more. Ryan's plans for after high school are still a little unsure. He wants to take some time to figure out where life will take him, but he plans to work this summer doing some landscaping. I hope that we help make an impression on you, like you have done for all of us. I expect to hear about all your great accomplishments when you go on to make yourself in this bigger and better world. And make sure you stop by and visit and let me know where life takes you. Congratulations. Allow me to introduce Charlie Cawthorn, our math teacher.
the amazing Emily Crawford. Come on up. I have the pleasure to introduce the amazing Emily Crawford. Emily started at the South Washington Alternative High School halfway through her sophomore year. She was in my math class and killed it. During that class, I found out that Emily loved to play chess. We began a grudge match that continues to this day. When we started playing chess, I warned Emily that I would not let her win. I would give her advice and teach her some tactics, but I would never, ever let her win. Well, it didn't take long for Emily to start winning. I've had some of my best chess matches against Emily, and I will admit that it is Emily that is giving me tactical advice. When I asked Emily what she would remember about the South Washington Alternative High School, she said fishing in the rain and beating me in chess. Also, a couple of people Emily would like me to especially thank is Courtney and her mom. Both have been critical to her success at school. Emily's plan after graduation is to start at the Next Step program. Emily loves animals, so I hope that she someday pursues a job where she's able to be with them every day. Emily, chess can teach us many things like decision-making, focus, and confidence. These are characteristics that not only make great chess players, but also great people. You have shown that you have what it takes to improve your chess. I am now so excited to see how you plan to start your journey to independence. Come back soon, tell me how things are going, and let's play some more chess. Thanks. Oh, Em, here, I forgot to give you this. Yeah. Our next senior is Simon Kuzma. Come on up. I will just say Simon has never beat me in chess. That's all I'll start with. Yet. Okay, sorry. I've been Simon's advisor since he started with us 2 years ago, and I remember our first parent-teacher conference. Simon was quiet and maybe a little bit nervous and unsure. One of the things that we talked about at that conference was what Simon needed to do to be where he is today, standing on this stage at his graduation. Simon has a very dry and sometimes dark sense of humor, and I've always appreciated it. He's creative and thoughtful, and many times reminds me of my 3 children. Recently, when I was in Brad's classroom, I noticed a poster that Simon had created. I'll just say that it has a rat on it, and it's entitled Gene Expression. That's all I'm going to say. It's amazing. Brad has told me that he is never taking it down from his, taking the poster down. When you started with us, Simon, you were a sophomore with a long road ahead of you to graduate, and you were unsure of where you fit in at our school. Over your time here, you have made many friends, you've gotten your driver's license, you've started a job, and you've thrived academically. We are proudly here celebrating your graduation. I'm proud of you, your family is proud of you. Simon wanted me to give a shout out to Katie, Brad, Patty, and others what he is going to do to remember about his time here. He said, quote, "I can't put it into words." Simon's next step after graduation is, and I will quote, "I don't know." Thanks for all the help, Simon. I appreciate you. Yeah. Well, Simon, you may not know exactly what you want to do, but if I may be so bold and to suggest that you find something that you love to do and you pursue it, whether it be art, animals, activism, whatever, you will find success. Congratulations. Oh, here, I got something for you. All right, Ajulo, come on up. Very nice. I am so pleased to be introducing Ajulo Awal as a graduate today. The first thing I said to Ajulo when we met was that I knew someone with her same name. Ajulo cocked her head a little bit, squinted her eyes, and looked at me like, what is this chubby guy, bald guy? That was the beginning of many conversations about culture, friends, family, hobbies, life, and, well, making paper. Ajulo liked to share with me her creative ideas. Here are just a few. Ajulo was interested in reusing plastics in school to make a 3D printing material. She wanted to make a computer game about the South Washington Alternative High School. And finally, she wanted to make paper out of the old newspapers. I actually donated newspapers and bought her first attempt of paper. I think you still owe me a few sheets. Ajulo is smart, funny, and incredibly fun to have a conversation with. I appreciate how she thinks of herself, how she thinks for herself, and can communicate her views in an easy, understandable way. She is also willing to listen and values others' opinions. Now, don't get me wrong, she doesn't always agree with my takes, but she makes disagreeing with fun. Ajulo's plans after graduation are to take a breath and regroup. She wants to eventually go to Dunwoody and pursue her love for computers. And when I asked her who to give a shout out to, she said she wanted me to mention her dad. Ajulo, continue to have fun conversations with people around you. I'm excited to hear about your next success. Please come back and visit and tell me about your next amazing idea to change the world. Congratulations. Here. Yeah. Next, we have Courtney Harity, resource teacher.
All right, next we'll have Art Goldman. Ready? Good. So I asked a few teachers here at school to give me a word or two that describe Arik. This is what we got. Strong-willed, good hair, resilient, adamant, and assertive. Arik started at South Washington Alternative High School in November of this year. He transferred to us from Eastridge High School. Arik came to the Alternative High School in great shape credit-wise. He adjusted smoothly and was very successful during his first few terms here. Arik did, though, not make these last 6 weeks easy on himself, his dad, or me. That senior slide came a little too early for Arik. Do you agree? Yeah. But nonetheless, we are here, and Arik deserves to be standing next to me today. Although Arik and I haven't always seen eye to eye on everything, there has always been an unspoken understanding between us where Arik knew that I was always going to be his advocate and that I was always going to have his back when needed. Arik has such potential, but sometimes he needs to be reminded of that. With the occasional, more like constant, prompts to help him stay focused, and the countless numbers of checklists I gave him these last 6 weeks, he was able to pull through and do what he needed to. Arik is intelligent, a hard worker when he wants to be, is respectful, and has a great smile. He is rather stubborn and set in his ways, but there is a softer side to him that I've been able to see the more I've gotten to know him. Not only has Arik been working hard at school, but he has been successfully holding the job working at Target for over the last 6 months and is a great asset to their team as well. After high school, Arik plans to pursue a career in mechanics while continuing to work part-time. Arik, you are beyond capable to accomplish all that you set out to do. Don't lose sight of that and don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Don't let yourself get in the way of accomplishing your hopes and dreams. I am proud of you. Congratulations. All right, next up is Matt Casper, Social Studies and Achievement Lab teacher.
Hi, everybody. I would like to invite Arkash up here. I would like to start off by saying that it was a pleasure to work with Arkash Lee this school year. It's always amazing to see students enter AHS, work hard to understand our program, and then start making amazing progress. Arkash is especially impressive in this regard because he chose to come back to high school. He had every opportunity to simply walk away, but he made a choice, he came back, and he is here today earning his diploma. I first met Arkash in our Achievement Lab program, where he made a great first impression. Arkash has a quiet but earnest attitude. Arkash is incredibly genuine, and while he's not a big talker, his calm and positive presence in my classroom was always awesome to have. Arkash has always impressed me with his self-advocacy and his adaptability. As I said, Arkash started in the middle of our school year. He jumped right in and started making that progress. When the Achievement Lab started to change, and it did so a lot in the middle of our school year, Arkash adapted to this new program. And then when that program wasn't working out as well for him, he advocated for himself to be moved back to the day program, where he once again jumped in, adapted, and started making amazing progress there with his teachers in our building. I have no doubt, Arkash, that you will be able to adapt and overcome to any challenge life throws at you. Arkash, I'm proud of the work you have done this year, and I hope you are as well. I'll miss seeing you in the Achievement Lab, but I know that you are going to be out there in the world doing amazing things. Congratulations. Here's your speech. I'd like to invite Kelly Meenan up here.
All right, let's see if I can get through this without crying. Cassidy, come on up and start us off. Okay, ready? All right. Okay. Cassidy joined the SWAHS family at the height of the pandemic and in the middle of distance learning. Schoolwork was not Cassidy's favorite thing, and many times it took a lot of negotiating to get them to complete the assignments, especially on days when they couldn't brain. However, if the assignment included a chance to show their artistic talents, then you knew you were going to get quality work. During their time with us at SWAS, you could see Cassidy's art decorating the halls and classrooms. Cassidy was especially talented at character design, putting a lot of thought into how the appearance and color palette reflected the personality and story of their characters. Another talent Cassidy possesses is their natural ability to form connections with people who often were alone and help them bring into a group. Whenever we had a new student, Cassidy would go right up to them and begin introductions, and if they did not have a person at SWAS that they already knew, then they would invite them to sit together in class or at lunch. Nobody was going to be alone so long as Cassidy was around. These talents Cassidy possesses work in tandem with their fierce spirit as a fighter for social justice and reform. Cassidy has a passion for giving a voice to the voiceless and bringing awareness to the issues that are generally overlooked. Cassidy is spending time working before deciding on what their next steps will be. Cassidy, regardless of what you decide to do in your next chapter in life, your generous heart and your spirit will serve you well, no matter what goal you set for yourself, even on the days you can't brain. Congratulations on this achievement, and I wish you all the best moving forward. The next graduate I'd like to bring up with me is Jesus. Okay. Over the course of Jesus' time with us at SWAS, whenever I, his advisory teacher, would check in on how he was doing in his classes, a common quote kept arising. Man, Jesus is such a nice person. I'm so disappointed we didn't get a chance to spend more time with them. Well, as educators, we work to teach the content and that the district and state of Minnesota require our graduates to be proficient in. Jesus was already an expert in the skills that make you successful in life. Jesus has always been polite and kind, even when he was working on his least favorite subject, or would rather be anywhere other than school. Speaking of which, his perseverance is another skill that he demonstrated every day. We had many a chat about him being late to school due to not feeling super motivated. However, he still attended every day when many peers who are in the same boat just chose not to. Jesus' ability to keep moving forward and push through the not fun tasks because he can keep sight of his goals shows he is more than ready to leave high school and join the ranks of adulthood. Jesus' next step are to attend Century College and graduate as an automotive service technician. Afterwards, he will join his father and work at his mechanic shop, something Jesus has spoken with pride for the entirety of time we have known him. Jesus, we at SWAHS will miss you terribly, but we know you are more than ready to move forward on your new goals in life. Congratulations and good luck. And last but certainly not least, Miss Abby, come on up. It's not often as an educator you get a student who picks up on content as quickly as Abby does. Concepts that usually take several days or even weeks for most students to grasp, Abby can pick up in half the time. This winter when we were going over mole conversions in Chemistry B, I was shocked at how quickly she not only figured out the math steps, but was able to explain and apply her calculations in various scenarios. What made Abby so quick at grasping the information had nothing to do with the size of her brain, but her drive to learn the material, the desire to see how everything she learns connects to the world at large, and her confidence in herself. This self-confidence did not always show itself consistently, especially at the beginning of the year. However, as the weeks and months passed, we at SWAS got to witness her grow from a quiet girl who questioned herself to a young woman brimming with self-confidence, head held high, with an I got this bounce to her step. Abby will be leaving us and begin her new journey in life at Century College this fall for an associate's degree and potentially transfer to a 4-year college. Abby, always remember that when you're overwhelmed in whatever pothole life puts in your way, you have the skills and drive to manage them and keep moving forward towards the goals you set for yourself. Congratulations on achieving your high school diploma, and we at SWAS wish you nothing but hope and happiness as you begin your next phase in life. Please allow me to introduce our next speaker, Elliot Vang, our cultural liaison.
I'd like to welcome Alexis Park up. Today, I am honored to stand here to acknowledge the achievements of Alexis Park. The grit, the perseverance, determination to complete your high school diploma. It's been a road of bumps along the way, but you've made it. You are class of 2023. When you started high school, when you started your high school journey, you probably thought this day was so far away. Guess what? You are here now. A few months back, you and I sat down to have a conversation about graduation to see if you would make it to commencement. Guess what? You are sitting here today. There were questions that you needed to answer. Guess what? You answered them. There were obstacles along the way. You conquered them. There were challenges that you needed to overcome. You overcame them. Whatever questions, obstacles, or challenges you will encounter in the future, know that you have what it takes to answer them, to conquer them, and to overcome them. A few parting words for you as you embark on this next chapter. First is, be you. There are 8 billion people in this world, but only one you. Be Alexis R. Park. Secondly, rest at the end, not in the middle. You are in the middle now. So continue with the grind, continue with the hard work. I wish you all the best wherever life takes you. Congratulations. Next up, we have Ashley Ruka.
I'd like to welcome Sean up to the podium. It is an honor to be able to celebrate Sean here today and have the opportunity to speak on his behalf. Sean is a delightful young man, and we were so lucky to have him join us this last trimester of his senior year. It didn't take him long to settle in and find a rhythm that set himself up for graduation today. I had the opportunity to meet with Sean a week or so into his start with us. I asked him how things were going, what he thought about the new school, and if he believed that being here would help him reach his goals. In his quiet way, he cracked his beautiful smile and said, "Yes, for sure. I've been turning in assignments. And I can get more help from my teachers." And as simple as that seems, that's exactly what Sean needed, a supportive environment in which he could gain some traction. Sean's intellect has never been in question. He is smart, capable, skilled, and has a strong desire to take care of himself now and in the future. He has overcome a lot of challenges and hardships to get to this point, and we could not be more proud of him. From the outset of his enrollment with us, Sean has been focused on getting his diploma and pursuing a career in the tattoo industry as a tattoo artist. Following in his aunt's footsteps, he's planning to take the necessary courses and training to be able to do this work, spend time shadowing, observing, and working with people in the field, and maybe one day opening his own shop. Sean, we are grateful you joined us and that we got to be a small part of your journey. Your kind, polite, soft demeanor and strong persistence and grit will take you anywhere you wish to go. We wish you nothing but success and happiness. Congratulations and best of luck to you. Allow me to introduce John Colborn, English teacher. Not here? Please start here.
DJ, why don't you bring yourself on up here, my good man? All right, so I've only had the pleasure of having DJ in class once. He picked me because he thought I would write a funny speech for him. I thought that was hilarious, and it might not be true. I'm going to start with the facts, and only the facts. He is thinking about going to Century Community College for graphic design. He wants to work this summer possibly for an Amazon warehouse or possibly umpiring some baseball. In the future, he is considering owning or creating his own clothing brand. I like it. He is planning on calling that brand merch. Merch. One of his favorite words. He has thoughts about saying this, He has thoughts about staying with his parents for a long time yet, so keep that basement nice and clean. Keep the upstairs ready. He's obviously trying to save some money and move out someday, though. DJ discussed that he enjoyed building relationships with teachers here at the AHS, and without those relationships, school would have been hard for him to complete. Beyond that, what I know about DJ is that he's a talkative person that loves to communicate. He has a fashion style all his own. He seems to build friendships with many of his peers, and that skill will serve him well in the future. He is a student that gave some people a little bit of worry, but I think he will navigate his future well, and he will be a great contributor to the world. He is driving better and better. Yeah, and I hope to see him solo driving in the future. Overall, a very positive young man, and my best wishes go out to him and his family in all of his future endeavors. Thank you, Johnny. Congratulations, man. Congrats. Next up, Namir. Please come on up, Namir. All right, so Namir was initially kind of a quiet kid in class. As the years went by, he learned to open up and be part of the school and my homeroom. He loved playing basketball and some days would avoid his work and play hoops for a few extra hours. Namir came back to us to finish up a few credits, and I thought he would be done in no time, but that was not maybe the case. Namir always worked at his own pace and did what he wanted when he was good and ready. I think when Namir finally decides to commit to an idea, he digs in and gets the job done. The skill will be useful in the world. He is a fun kid with lots of good ideas, and someday all of that might come to fruition. He is smart and capable, but not always in a rush. Namir discussed that in the future one day he wants to be a businessman. For now, he is considering going to trade school, which would give him a leg up in the world. I'm not sure which trade, but I think that's a good goal for him. His dream is to one day be maybe a poet or own his own business. Currently, he is still living at home, but in a year or so, he would love to be out on his own. As he reflected on his high school experience, he talked about how he gained social skills, writing skills, and learned to commit to an idea and focus. He also reflected and said that this school and this school and the teachers were a great contributor to his success and completion of high school. Overall, I'm really proud of you, Namir, and hope your journey continues to expand and become what you truly want. Yep. Next up, Brad.
Better put this down just a little bit, huh? All right, I'd like to invite Sanea Miller up to the podium here. How are you? Good. All right, I'm extremely honored to speak for Sanea. Sanea came to us when she was a senior, and I immediately knew she was going to not only fit into our school, but be a wonderful member of my advisory. Although she was oftentimes reluctant to add her 2 cents to the group, she and I would talk about whatever was going on in her life. I always looked forward to her insight on any matter. She may not have agreed with what some of the annoying boys were saying, but she has the ability to listen and not cast any judgment on the other students' views, which in my mind is a great ability and is rarely seen amongst today's youth. Sanea is a hard worker, and despite setbacks getting in the way of graduation, she stayed the course and didn't give up. In addition to working hard, Sanea produced work that was the highest quality. I can remember on several occasions I told her she could do a little less, but she was not having it, and would continue to obviously submit fabulous work. For my graduating seniors, Ryan, you're one of those, I asked them to provide a quote that would describe them. She said, "Remember, it's supposed to be difficult." I think she believes that if you want something, you're going to have to work hard to achieve it. And I have no doubt that you'll be able to achieve all the goals in your life. After today, Sanea plans on attending culinary school to become a chef, get her own place, and enjoy this moment. Thank you, Sanea, for being such an important part of SWAHS family and not giving up on school. You earned this, and you should be incredibly proud of yourself. Good luck, and please stop back anytime to give us an update on life. Thanks. Hey. Lane, you're up next.
Mish Kang, please come up here. Little whole Kang Crew's in the house over there. I like it. All right. Well, I first met Misha during the pandemic while distance learning. And every day I'd stare at my screen of my empty Zoom room, waiting for my advisory students to log in. And it's kind of weird, just sitting there by myself every day. But unfortunately, it was just me in those Zoom meetings until one day Misha logged in. I was taken by surprise and didn't know what to do at first and thought maybe she was one of those Zoom bomb trolls that I'd been hearing about. But it was Misha's first day as a student at the alternative high school, and she explained that she kind of had a rough start to the 9th and 10th grade pandemic year for a variety of reasons and was ready for a new beginning. Once we came back to in-person learning, Misha started out as a quiet, shy student who mostly kept to herself, and she was not particularly excited about coming to school. And when she did decide to come, she didn't always stay the whole day. After a while, Misha started to take some ownership and pride in our program and soon became a fixture of our building. Misha started to do some remarkable things in our school that wouldn't usually cross the mind of a typical teenager. She showed up to school with a large amount of food and snacks for students, so no student went hungry during the school day. She brought donuts and treats for staff on multiple occasions. She just made a bunch of candles for our staff members too. I thought that was pretty cool. She wrote notes of encouragement on the bathroom door to motivate students into making good decisions, and even started a candygram campaign to spread positivity throughout the building. She even put the candygrams together herself and handed them out to students. It was so fun to watch Misha grow up over the last few years, but the biggest transformation I saw from Misha was her dedication to academics and to graduating on time with her class. Misha started the school year with less than half the required credits needed to graduate. She chased her goal with a honey badger-like intensity, and with 3 weeks left in the school year, Misha had every credit completed, which I think might be some kind of school record. Well, Misha is the epitome of what it is to be a South Washington Alternative High School student. She needed a change in her learning, and she took advantage of a new opportunity. In result, she found her best self while bringing out the best in others. Misha, I have no doubt that this gift will benefit you both personally and professionally as you pursue a degree in culinary arts, and I wish you the best of luck. Congratulations. Next up, we have Alex Laney. I had the privilege of having Alex in my physical education class as well as my video production class, and it was in those classes that I saw what kind of person Alex is. Alex is a kind human who shows up to school every day with a pleasant demeanor and positive attitude. This year, my video production students were tasked to get our school news program off the ground. It was Alex's leadership and courage to try something new that helped me motivate other students into participating. On the first day of filming, Alex volunteered to deliver the news to our students and staff, and this act was a catalyst in getting our school news program off the ground. I view Alex as an old soul who seems to be able to connect with any person in any conversation. In one moment, he could be communicating a higher order thinking question with an adult staff member about how to graph a quadratic equation, and in another moment, he could be having a typical teenage conversation talking about the latest album recently released by his favorite musical artist. This ability to morph into any type of conversation is a skill that will help Alex in so many areas of his life and will allow him to be successful in whatever path he may choose. Alex is a man of many talents. He is skilled academically, athletically, and socially. You've probably been looking at Alex this whole time and thinking, man, this guy looks so familiar to me. And if you have been thinking this, you're most likely recognizing him from his work as a Cinnamon Toast Crunch model. Seriously, he's done several modeling gigs and made a decent chunk of change in his modeling career. But Alex knows that there's more to life than being really, really ridiculously good looking. Alex has plans to graduate and attend college as a business marketing major with the idea of working in an industry like digital marketing. With Alex's talent as a social chameleon, I know that he will be a success in any industry that he chooses. And Alex, I would like to thank you for being a wonderful example to other students and for bringing your infectious positivity to school each day. And I wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Thank you. Get over there, go get that diploma. Finally, I invite Charlie back up to the podium to present our last graduate.
You didn't have to emphasize the finally so long. Ahmed, come on down. Where are you?
Yeah.
All right. I'm extremely impressed with the determination and persistence Ahmed has applied to be here today. I have a couple things I'd like to share about Ahmed that makes him uniquely fun to have in class. First, Ahmed can make some of the most random comments on a variety of topics. Ahmed once told me that he wanted to buy an island, declare it independent nation so that he could collect taxes and be rich. This was shared out of the blue when he was working with me after school. Ahmed's statement led to an interesting discussion about politics, government, and science. And I've grown to appreciate Ahmed's thinking process and his willingness to think big. Watching Ahmed play basketball is a joy. Playing basketball during lunch is not an easy thing to do at this school. Our students are good, enthusiastic, and very competitive. Ahmed jumped right in and did not fade into the background. He took shots, he scrapped for rebounds, he played like he belonged. Over time, it was not unusual when Ahmed would score. Ahmed, this is an important characteristic, to be able to jump into difficult situations and try your best. It works for other things as well as for basketball. Ahmed told me that some things he was going to remember about the South Washington Alternative High School are the relationships he's built with students, the flexibility of the teaching staff, playing chess, and learning how to fish. When I asked Ahmed who he'd like to thank, he mentioned his advisor, Ann, and his mom and dad. Ahmed's plan after graduation is to pursue a computer science degree at community college. Ahmed, good luck and continue to think big. Hey, Ahmed. I forgot.
Graduates, please rise. The tassel ceremony symbolizes the transformation and acceptance of seniors to the next level of education and their lives. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Parents, guardians, families, school district officials, and special guests, I present to you the South Washington Alternative High School graduating class of 2023. Congratulations. You can throw it if you want to throw it. Go get it. There we go.